Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. 10 hands of bridge to play as usual and on a Monday night. And we have an interesting hand to start with in a funny sort of way because North has opened a club. Fine. East has bid a spade. And what can I do here? Well, I could bid a no trump, but my spade suit's a little dodgy. So that's one option. I could pass, but with 7 high card points, I feel like I want to do something. I could double as a negative double, but the problem is North partner will think I've got a 4-card heart suit. And you might be saying, well, why can't I just bid 2 clubs? Well, I could, but I'm playing 5-card majors tonight. So that 1 club could be a 3-card suit. So I'm a bit stuck for the perfect bid, but I'll just have to do something good enough. And I reckon I'm either going to bid a no trump or 2 clubs. I'm just going to bid a no trump. Spades are a little dodgy, but heck, nothing too bad's going to happen. And okay, so we've actually got a spade stopper between us because we've got Queen Doubleton opposite Jack third. So that's good. I'm going to get 1 spade trick. Diamond is 2, club is 3. So we just need to get a few more tricks. So what suit am I going to try and get tricks from, extra tricks from? Interesting. It's not going to be diamonds because I've only got 6 between the 2 hands and I want to be establishing my long suit. So I could try and set up a club trick and get, so I've already got the ace of clubs as 1. Maybe I can get a couple of more club tricks, or I could try and set the heart suit up. Let's just see where we end up here. King, looks like king, ace, and a spade. Oh, so East had a 6-card. East had a 6-card spade suit. All right, so I think I'm just going to play on hearts. So I'll pitch a diamond. I don't really want to throw a club or a heart from North. If East has got the ace of hearts, I'm in deep strife, but here we go. Let's play a heart. Well, that's good news. That is good news because, well, obviously because the ace of hearts is on side. Oh, and this is also good news because West has led a club. Actually, this is really good news. This has actually turned out great for us. Why? Tell me why am I so happy about this hand all of a sudden? I'm super happy about this hand because East has no entries. East has no entries at all. I can just play low here and I can play... I need to play a club towards the jack again. So I'll play a club over to the ace and another club and king of hearts. Ooh. Jack of clubs. Queen of hearts. And the hearts break. So I'm actually going to end up with 8 tricks. Just a diamond to lose at the end. All right, so interesting. So East, can you see what defensive error? What did I shouldn't have said East, but okay, it was East. What was the big defensive error that East made on this hand? So East made a mistake. What was East's mistake on this hand? And hello, Irene, there in sunny Dublin. Hey, Gus, Marianne, David, sunny Queensland. Susan, Anne, Alan, John, Heather, others. Who can see what East did wrong there? Well, East actually. Hey, June, welcome. So on that first trick, well, I'm talking about East, all right? So West might have done different things, but East made a bit of a mistake there. On the first trick, East played the ace of spades or the king of spades. So ace of spades, king of spades, and another spade, and my jack won. And now West had no spades to get over to the East hand. So if East had let me win that first round of spades, you imagine it went 4, 5, 9 from East, forcing me to win the jack. So I get one spade trick. That's true, but I got one spade trick anyway. Had East let me win the first spade trick, when West gained the lead, he would have had another spade to get over to East, who would now run all the spades. See that? So when East played ace of spades, king of spades, and another spade, I won the jack of spades. So I was always going to make one spade trick. If East had let me win the first spade trick or forced me to win the first spade trick, then West would still have another spade to get over to the East hand. Right, interesting hand to start off with. Okay, let's try hand 2. Hey, Jerry, welcome. 1 club, and we've got, what's that, 10, 14, 15 high card points. So I can just put a spade here. No trump, pass. 3 clubs, pass. Pass. All right, well, let's start off with a spade. I get, oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah. Okay, well. Now, North's probably playing, I reckon North has got the, what's spade missing? 7. I think North has probably got 8, 7 of spades there. The computer doesn't false card. If the computer had 9, 7, a human player might sometimes play the 9, sometimes play the 7 just to mix things up a bit. The computer doesn't. It always plays its lowest card. So East has no more spades. We know that for sure. So what does East have? 6-card club suit for sure, maybe 7, but at least a 6-card club suit because she wouldn't have jumped to 3 clubs on a 5-card club suit. So East has started with 6 clubs, 1 spade, maybe 3 in the other suits. You know, my guess is that East is something like 1 spade, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 6 clubs. So I don't know. I don't really want to play anything. Actually, I'm just going to play a club. So East did indeed have 6. This is sort of good news and sort of bad news. So I'm going to be on. Oh, I thought I was going to be on lead. Queen heart. All right, and this is good. Now I can draw the last trump. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to lead a diamond. Might not matter too much. Does it matter which diamond I lead? Probably not. So let's play. No. What am I talking about? I can actually play the king of spades here. I can play the king of spades here. Now, I know East is going to rough, but I don't think East has got any entries to the table. So I can, by playing the king of spades, I can give the lead back to East. She'll rough. And yeah, I hope. What I don't want to happen here is I don't want to. I'm actually going to throw away my jack just to save any disasters. If anyone wins the lead, I want it to be North, not me. There you go. Didn't make any difference. But what I was worried about at the end there, maybe overly, I was worried that if East had played another diamond and my jack had won, I would have had nothing left to lead but a spade. So North perhaps could have overtaken, but I just to make sure, I just want to throw away that jack of diamonds to save North the embarrassment of leaving me on lead at the end where I didn't want to be. So interesting. The hand is kind of, I almost made a mistake there. Not that it would have made much difference. Wouldn't have made any difference what I did, but I almost made a mistake. On the hand, I was quite pleased with the idea of playing the king of spades, which was never going to win a trick because East had no spades left. But I didn't want to be on lead, so I just gave the lead away and let East lead the cards to us. Now, it didn't matter because North had queen of diamonds, but yeah. Anyway, let's play hand 3. And what have we got this time? Oh, that's pretty good. That's a nice hand. What does that add up to? 10, 21? 21 high card points. That's a big hand. Yeah, I guess I can open 2 clubs here. I don't love opening 2 clubs unless I've got a really strong hand. So I kind of, part of me wants to bid 1 heart, to be honest. Just because I think auctions that start lower just gives us a bit more room to describe our hands. So I know first opportunity, everybody wants to bid 2 clubs, which is not really the way I like to think about it. I open 2 clubs if I really have to bid 2 clubs. Otherwise, I'd rather just start low. I know if I open 1 heart and it goes pass, 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 I might regret it, but I guess I'm too strong to open 1 heart. I'll open 2 clubs. Game force. North's not supporting my clubs because North knows that I'm not showing clubs. I'm just showing a strong hand. So 3 hearts. Now I'll show my suit. 3 no trumps. Yeah. I really wish I'd opened 1 heart now. I don't know. See, you sort of see what I mean with this. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. If I'd opened a heart, North had bid 2 clubs or what have you, we would have had a nice, easy auction, lots of natural bidding. But because of that stupid 2 club opening, which I felt I have to do, I'm kind of stuck. So I'm going to Marianne's going to bid 4 hearts. I don't know. I think I'm just going to pass. I mean, North might not have any hearts, so. Well, I don't know. Kind of. Kind of interesting, actually. Kind of interesting hand. Yeah, 4 hearts on. Clearly, 4 hearts would have been good here, but I wonder if I play the ace of hearts and the queen of hearts, which loses to the king, I may be able to hoodwink East and West here. Maybe if I play ace of clubs, the defense shouldn't fall for this trick, but they might fall for this trick. Fell for the trick. All right, now I can cross over to the jack of hearts, play the king, queen. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm going to make 12 tricks. My clubs are all good, but it doesn't matter. My hands all good as well. So East fell for my trick. Poor old East. It's good being a human being. Isn't it good to be a human? Well, actually, no. Actually, having said that, East was actually a little bit stuck. Actually, East was in a bit of a spot there because, sure, East could have let my Queen of Hearts win, but then I would have just played the Ace of Hearts and East King of Hearts would have dropped. So poor old East was in a bit of a spot there. East either had to sacrifice her King of Hearts or she had to give me an entry to the Jack of Hearts. So that's a cute hand. I like that hand. Jenny's saying it's encouraging that you also get flummoxed sometimes. Flummoxed sometimes, Jenny. I'm always getting flummoxed in this crazy game. It's not a... yeah. You know, sometimes I think bridge players, sometimes I think it's bridge... Oh, I don't want to... I have to be careful what I say here. Sometimes I think people give the wrong impression about bridge, and that is that delicate enough? There's not all these right bids all the time, or these right plays, you know. So you imagine your you know, you make a decision and someone says, "Oh, that's the wrong bid. It's the wrong bid," or someone tells you that's the wrong thing. There's always a right bid, and everything else is wrong. There's only one right bid. You got to make it, and everything else is wrong, wrong, wrong. But it doesn't go like that, because it's just the wrong way to think. There's often difficult decisions. And so if you go in with the mentality that I've just got to find the right bid, well, you're doomed to failure, because so many hands, there's not a right bid. There's only what bid works out, or you make the best choice you can. Anyway, that's what I think. David's saying slam on. Maybe, but King of Hearts is on side. It's not such a great slam, David, the last hand. Got entry problems. We made 12 tricks on the last hand, but that doesn't necessarily mean we should be in a slam. Maybe the last hand is a good example of what we were talking about. I mean, 3-no trumps might be right, 4 hearts might be right, 6 hearts might be right. Which is the right bid? Is my bid a bad bid? Well, just because I got 90% for it doesn't mean it's a good bid. Oh, sorry. David's talking about this hand. Sorry, David. Okay. All right. Let's focus. Get back to the bridge. All right. 1 diamond pass, 1 spade for sure. 2 diamonds. Okay. So this looks promising. So North has at least 5 diamonds, probably 6. So we've certainly got a diamond fit. And look at that King Jack of diamonds when North has bid 2 diamonds. Yeah, that's great. So what have we got? 10, 15, 16 high card points. We've got a diamond fit. We've got a singleton heart. This is a pretty good hand. So how do we proceed? Well, David reckons there's a slam on, so I'm just going to bid 6 diamonds. Trusting David. Am I sensible here, David? What could I do sensibly? I'm a bit stuck for... if I were playing with a regular partner who understood what I was doing, what I might choose to do here is bid 3 hearts. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 3 hearts, showing a singleton heart and diamond support. That would be something I could do. 3 hearts we don't need 3 hearts as a natural bid here, because I could bid 2 hearts, a diamond, a spade, 2 diamonds. 2 hearts would be forcing. So if I bid 3 hearts, what does that mean? Well, I would often play that as being what they call a splinter. So a short in the suit I bid with support for partner suit. But I don't have that option because the computer doesn't play that sophisticated system. And I suspect a lot of you guys don't either. Susan's saying, what would 3 spades mean? Unfortunately, the way the computer's set up, that would be a invitational to game, but not forcing. Maybe it should be forcing, but it's the computer plays that as a good invitational bid, sort of like an 11 count with a 6-card spade suit. So I'm too strong for that, Susan, on this, just the way the bidding system's set up. Jerry's saying splinter 4 hearts. Well, Jerry's talking about a splinter. We actually only need 3 hearts as a splinter, Jerry, because 2 hearts would be natural and forcing. So 3 hearts, we don't need that as a bid. So I would normally play with my partners that 3 hearts would be splinter here. Phil's saying, need to know aces. Yeah, possibly. I mean, we could bid, if I'm going to bid 6 diamonds, if I bid 4 no trumps and partner bids 5 clubs showing none or 5 diamonds showing 1 ace, then I can just stop on 5 diamonds. So that is probably sensible. If partner bids 5 hearts showing 2 aces, then we've got enough to go to 6 diamonds. So yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, Phil, at all. Good. And it's not ideal asking for aces, because even if I ask for aces, we still, partner might have 2 aces, but we could be missing the ace king of clubs. So it's not ideal to bid 6 4 no trumps here, but we've just got to do what we can with the tools available. 5 hearts, so North's got 2 aces. All right, let's bid 6 diamonds. And again, I don't know, 6 spades, 6 no trumps, 6 diamonds, who knows? So 6 diamonds is, okay, so there's actually, there you go. This is our problem. This is the problem with asking for aces. Exactly the trouble I was worried about is that, sure, we've got 2 aces, but we're missing the ace king of clubs. Now, the splinter bid would have, with a sophisticated partnership, we could have solved that problem, because I'd bid 3 hearts and North would not like that club suit at all. And we'd find out about the missing club suit. So the missing ace king of clubs. So we're almost certainly going down here. Oh, okay. Well, we've got a chance now. Not a good chance, but we still have a chance. We need to, we've still got a club. So we need the king of spades to be onside. And we also need diamonds to break. All right, so we're going to have to finesse the spades, hope East has got the king, and then we're going to have to draw trumps and finesse spades again. And so let's deal with a spade finesse now. That worked. So far, so good. All right, so now we've got to deal with the diamonds. And it's a little awkward here. We need either the queen to drop or the diamonds to break. Oh, 10 of diamonds. Well, now I've got 2 choices. I can either play the ace, or I can finesse the diamond. What was the auction? West has got ace king of clubs. Can West have the queen of diamonds as well? King of diamonds as well? Could do. So, again, do you see my problem here? There's still 2 diamonds missing. And if West has got 2, then I've got to play the jack, let it run, take the finesse. But if diamonds are 2-2, there's 2 diamonds in each hand, then I've got to play diamond to the ace and drop the queen. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to try another slightly sneaky play. I'm going to play the jack. And if West makes a mistake and covers with the queen, my problems are solved. Doesn't. So here we go. Marianne's saying 8 ever, 9 never. And that's as good as anything. What's Marianne talking about? So when we're missing the queen, when we've got a suit missing the queen, when we've got an 8-card trumpet, we always take the finesse. When we've got a 9-card trumpet, we always never take the finesse. So here we go. There you go, Marianne. That's a good one for you. Good one. Well done. Now we better finesse. Actually, that was actually. I actually made it. Oh, no, I'm okay. I was going to say I made a bad mistake. I still actually have an entry to the table if I need it. So even if spades don't break, I can play a spade to the queen, ace of spades, rough a spade, rough a heart, back to my spade. So we're going to make little lucky. Okay, spades break. So this was an awful slam, has to be said. All right, spades are all gone, yep. This was a bad slam. Shouldn't have made it. Shouldn't have bid it. So, West didn't know. I guess West wasn't sure if that king of clubs, ace of clubs. Actually, let's take a look at this a little bit more carefully. It's kind of good. East led the 3 of clubs, which the computer leads 4th highest, right, from a long suit. So 3, I played the 2. East played the king. Now, East was nervous and thought, well, if I play the ace and North roughs, that sets up the queen. So maybe East was nervous about the club suit, but he didn't need to be, because when East leads the 3, 4th highest, and I've got the 2, okay, so when 3, 2, West knows that East started with a 4-card club suit because there's no other lower clubs. So if East had 4 and West has got started with 4 and I started with 3, North must have a doubleton club. So West could have just simply played ace king of clubs there. And after that, having not cashed that king of clubs, then we were just lucky. Lucky. Spade, finesse work, diamonds broke. Lucky hand. Lucky us. Okay, everybody, it's obviously going to be a lucky week for all of us. I can feel it everywhere around the world. Says poking his own eye out. Everywhere around the world, take that as a lucky sign for all of us for the rest of the week. Anything you're worried about doing for the rest of the week, go for it, because it's going to turn out great. There's no doubt. 1 club, 1 heart, 1 spade. That is, yeah, I could bid something here, but I'm not, no trump, yeah, maybe. But no, I'm just going to pass. I don't really want to be playing anything vulnerable there. Oh, 5 clubs. Okay. This could be a little awkward for West, at least. With my clubs, 1 club, 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 a trump, 5 clubs. Yeah. Wow, okay, so East was void and diamonds. Okay, fair enough. East might have bid this well. All right, so West is what? What's West? What was the option? A club, a heart, a spade, and no trump. And East had 5 clubs. All right. Here comes the clubs. I don't think North has got the queen of clubs, because If West had the Queen of Clubs, that would be a bit of a strange way to play the hand. So I think I can probably play the ace here. Remember that it's still possible that West started with a 3-card club suit because we're playing 5-card majors tonight. But I don't think West would play that like that. I don't think West has got the Queen of Clubs. No. So I'm in now. I want to play a heart quickly and help get that heart trick while we can. And now we just got to hope we can take a spade trick. So West have started with 4 clubs. Here's our spade. And I think West has got the ace of hearts, because if North had ace king of hearts, he probably would have led the ace of hearts rather than the ace of diamonds. So I'll just play a diamond. So what was 3? What was West 3-3-3-4 shape? 5-3-1-4. 3-3-3-4 shape, I think. Have I got that right? 3-3-3-4. Yep, 3-3-3-4. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. All good. That's all kind of okay. Not a bad auction for East and West. They did miss their spade bit. Club, a heart, a spade, and no trump. 5 clubs. Maybe East could have gone a bit slower there, trying to find a spade fit, but it's not terrible. As you know, spades might have been better, but it's not an awful auction for East and West. Just didn't pan out for them. Fine. Just lucky. It's our lucky week, I can tell you. It's our lucky week. All right, that's a pass. Pass, 1 heart, pass. All right, so because I'm playing 5-card majors tonight, I can bid 2 hearts easily here, 8-card fit. You know, even if we were playing 4-card majors, to be honest, I'd still be tempted to bid 2 hearts because I've got good hearts, 3 to the king, Doubleton diamond. It feels like it's a suit contract to me. Doubleton there, good trump support, ace. It just feels suity to me, not no trumpy. Aces and kings, good for suit contracts. 10s, 9s, they're often more useful than no trumps. So it feels like a suit. Anyway, I've got an easy 2 heart bid because I'm playing 5-card majors. But for me, I would have a pretty tempting 2 heart bid no matter what the system. If we end up in a 4-3 fit, wouldn't mind. Okay, so this looks pretty okay. We're going to, what do we got here? Ace of spades lead. Think of North as the sort of master hand here, is normally the way to go. So even though we're declarer, and it's tempting to look from the south hand, we're playing this from the north hand, all right? Because North's got all the trumps there. So from the North point of view, well, got a couple of diamonds to lose. We can rough one of the diamonds if we do that early. Maybe we can set clubs up. Let's see what happens. Ace of spade and diamond, yeah. Jack of clubs. I don't mind trying to set the clubs up. I can either, so there's a couple of things I can do here. I could just play ace of diamonds and another diamond and then rough one of my diamonds. So that would be one way to get rid of a diamond there. The other thing I could do would be to try and establish the club suit. Now, the only thing, if I do try and establish the club suit, I need entries to the south hand. I need to draw trumps finishing in the south hand. So I can't really rough diamonds and set up the club suit. So roughing diamonds would be the simple way to play it, but let's go a little complicated here. I'm going to try and go for the clubs. Now I'm kind of sort of 7 of hearts. Let's keep going with the clubs. So I want to keep that king of hearts as an entry. Oh, all right, there we go. That's good. So the second club finesse worked. Here I am. That's my, hope this works. So we know West had one of the honours, East had the other honour. So all we need now is to play 2 rounds of trumps, finishing with the king. Now, if trumps break and if clubs break, I'm going to make the rest of the tricks. I actually want to, hang on. No, I can do slightly better. If I rough a diamond and play the king of hearts and then the ace of clubs. Okay, so this is a little, yeah, okay, so this is an interesting one. Okay, all right, take a second here. This is an interesting hand. So I could play 2 of hearts and then the king of hearts, and that would draw all the trumps, hopefully. And then I could play the ace of clubs, throwing away one of my tricks. And if the clubs break, then I get to throw away the other one of my tricks. So that's one thing I could do. But the other thing I can do is actually rough a diamond now. Play the king of hearts. And now play the ace of clubs. Now, if clubs are 3-3, then my ace of clubs wins and I throw away the spade. If I know East has got the king of clubs, so it's possible that East has ace of clubs, king of clubs and another club. So when I cash the ace of clubs there, it's possible that West is going to rough. But if clubs don't break 3-3, but East is the one with the 3rd heart, then East cannot rough the ace of clubs. Okay, so West had it. Too bad. So now the interesting here is that my play didn't really cost me any tricks, because if I've analysed this correctly, clubs didn't break. So my idea of playing queen of hearts over to the heart, ace of clubs at another club wouldn't have worked because the clubs don't break. So my play didn't really cost me anything, and it potentially gained something. So I've still got a trick to lose, unless the opposition throw away all their spades, which is unlikely. No. Okay, that's quite a neat hand. I hope you can follow what I'm saying there. It was just trying to combine my chances there. And so the idea of taking the double finesse, drawing trumps, finishing on the table, then running the clubs wouldn't have actually worked. That was my original plan, but it wouldn't have worked because the clubs broke 4-2. So what I was trying to cater for there is the situation where clubs broke 4-2, but it was East who had the 3rd heart instead of West having the 3rd heart. And if that had been the case, then I still would have made 10 tricks. A little complicated, but hope you can sort of follow that. Right, Marianne, yes, always going for the extra trick, Marianne. That's what the game's about. It's not making a contract. It's getting as many tricks as you possibly can. 10, 16, so that's 1 heart, easy peasy. 3 hearts, so the system here is 3 hearts is around about 11 points with heart support. So with my 16, I've got an easy 4 heart bid. And yeah, so North, that's okay. I mean, some 5-card major players would choose to bid 2 diamonds and then support the hearts, but 3 hearts is nice and simple. Heart fit, 10 to 12 points, around 11 points, so 10, and that's all fine. So this looks fairly straightforward. What have we got? We've got maybe we can rough a, yeah, well, interesting. Ace of diamonds. We're not really going to be able to establish the diamond suit. We don't have enough entries to establish the diamond suit. Okay, so just imagine diamonds break 4-3, and we play ace of diamonds, rough a diamond, rough a diamond, rough a diamond. That we potentially could set up that last diamond trick as a winner, but we don't have enough entries to do that. So the only way we're going to get any extra tricks is by roughing those clubs. There's a bit of a problem though. Oh, ace diamonds, yeah, let's play the ace. There's a slight problem with the club suit in that I've got 4 and North has got 2. So the best we can hope for is clubs are 4-3 in the opposition's hand, opposition hand. So I can play ace of clubs, king of clubs, rough a club probably, but then when I try and rough my 4th club, one of our opponents has got 3 clubs at the most. So there's a good chance I'm going to get over roughed. So anyway, let's play ace of clubs, king of clubs. Now, I'm a little also slightly worried here too. If I rough a, I'm also slightly worried that if I do play another club and West starts throwing away all his spades, I might not make a spade trick. So I'm thinking, do I need to take my spades now? Can you see my problem here? Let's say I rough a club and West throws away a spade. I cross back to the king of spades. West throws away another spade. Does that mean my spades are going to be roughed? Probably not, because I can probably get back with diamonds all right, but ooh, see, this is the danger. This is the danger situation. This is what I'm nervous about. West is busy throwing away spades. All right, I'm going to be greedy and go for lots of tricks. So my plan is I'm going to rough a diamond, rough a club, cash the ace of hearts, rough a diamond, play the king of hearts, and if hearts break 3-2, I'm going to be okay. But if they don't break, I could be in a bit of strife here. But let's be greedy. So 2 of hearts, West is 8 of spades. Yeah, we've got to be careful with that spade suit. West has thrown away 2 spades. So now let's play ace of hearts, rough a diamond, and we got to hope hearts break, I guess. Yeah, let's play king of hearts. Hearts break. Oh, my goodness gracious. Lucky. My goodness. So the queen of hearts dropped. So now we can draw the last trump and take 2 spade tricks. So we make 12 tricks. Oh, what? My goodness. What's happened to us? Did you guys all do something good this last week or something? I'm not sure what's going on here. This is the luckiest. Lucky bridge. I know what we're going to call this video when it becomes a video and not a live stream. It's going to be Lucky Bridge. All right, let's play hand 8. My middle name, Marianne, is Bruce. All right. Okay, what have we got? 10, 15 high card points. So I don't really, there's a few things we could do here. I could pass, defend one no trump. Maybe if everybody was vulnerable, I would do that, because if everyone's vulnerable, I don't mind defending one no trump, trying to take it 2 down. But with nobody vulnerable, it's not such a good idea defending a no trump. Even if we take it down, all we get is 50 points. So not much. That's makes it less attractive to defend when we're only getting 50 points each time they trick, each trick they go down. And the other thing about nobody vulnerable, we're less inclined to defend, but we're more inclined to be declarer, because if we don't make our contract, we also only lose 50 points each time we're down. So pass is an option, but I don't really like it. I could double, but I'm not super keen with that, given that West has got all the points sitting after me, so not thrilled about defending one no trump anyway. What I can do here is bid 2 clubs. Now, someone, a week or so ago, I was playing some bridge, and we were having a discussion about the best bidding system to use when the opposition open one no trump. And lots of people have lots of different ideas. My comment at the time was it's nothing bad at all about just playing everything natural. So, for some people here, 2 clubs would show the majors, or, everybody's got their favorite convention to use over a no trump. But the computer, because I program the computer, and I don't like fancy conventions, even Landy's okay, all right, but the computer just doesn't play any conventions. And my comment when we were talking about it to some other people a couple of weeks ago is that you won't often get a bad score just not playing any conventions over a no trump. So here, it's easy. I can just bid 2 clubs, natural. If you're playing Landy, you can't do that, right? And Sue's saying, is that Landy? Well, it's only Landy, Sue, if you and your partner agree to play the Landy convention, and not everybody does. It's just basic, simple bridge. There's no Landy. That's a convention that you're adding to your system if you choose to play Landy. Now, again, a lot of people do. The vast majority of players use some gadget when the opposition bid a no trump. But I do myself. I'm not lying. If I play with my partners, I often use some convention too. But if you don't use any conventions, or think, this Landy's just not working for me, you're not going to get bad results just playing natural. You're just not. You're never going to get bad results playing a natural, simple system. And it's great here. So I can just bid 2 clubs because we're not playing any fancy systems. Look at that, look at that. That's great. We've got a club fit. All those people playing the fancy conventions can never get to play in clubs. But because we're not playing conventions, it's just our lucky day. So let's draw some trumps. We need to perhaps rough one of the spades, but we can draw a couple of rounds of trumps. 1, 2, that's the trumps gone. So let's play spades. Oh, blast. Oh, click. I played that spade too quickly. Probably doesn't make any difference. Oh, my queen of spades won the trick. All right. So my misclick didn't cost anything, as it happens. Doesn't matter what I do now. And just a diamond to lose. Let's just get rid of that now. And then we're good to go. So Sue's point is really, let's just check what Sue said again, because it's a good comment. Thank you, Sue. I like it. I like this comment. Landy, isn't it? Yes and no. Yes, because a lot of people play the Landy convention. So you're quite right. For a lot of people, 2 clubs would be Landy there. But no, in a sense, because it is a convention. It is a bidding convention that is added to your system. Landy is not part of ACOL. It's not part of standard. It's a convention that people often choose to add to the system. And you don't have to play Landy. You can play 2 clubs as natural. You can play 2 clubs as all sorts of different things. There's lots and lots of different conventions. And it's just, you can also choose not to play any conventions. And yeah, my point was that you seldom get a bad score when you're not playing any conventions. All right, 10. Sue's saying, would you play 3 clubs? Well, yes, you probably would. If you were going to bid clubs, you'd have to bid 3 clubs, which is not so great, is it? But yeah. So I play Landy with actually a few players, actually. And yes, we would bid 3 clubs if we had a big, long club suit. But it's not ideal. Not ideal going to the 3 level. But, that's the cost. The cost, anytime you choose to play a convention, the cost is that you take away one of your natural bids. Q saying 2 no trumps. On this hand, what have we got here? 10. I can't add it up. Someone add it up for me. My head's, I'm going into a spin. What have we got? 10, 24. Is that 24? 10, 24, 23, 20 something rather. For me, it's too strong for 2 no trumps. Excuse me. Too strong for 2 no trumps. As an overcall, 2 no trumps would be around 16, 17 or something. So double, excuse me, 2 spades. I'm just going to bid 4 spades. If North had a good hand, instead of bidding 2 spades, he would have bid 3 spades or even 4 spades. So I don't think North's that strong, even though I've got a great hand. I'm not going to try for slam or anything. I'm just bidding game. If, again, in a more sophisticated partnership, I might choose to Q-bid 3 hearts here, the opponent's suit, and then bid 4 spades next time or something. But, we don't have that option, so I'll just bid 4 spades. And, yep, so North, pretty bad, 4 points. So we're almost certainly high enough. And, again, we know North's not very good. Well, 2 reasons. One, North had already passed from North on the opening bid, so we know less than 12 points. But when I double, I'm forcing North to bid. North has to bid, even with 0 points. North has to bid over my takeout double. So if 2 spades could be 0 points when North bids it, if he does have something a bit extra, he needs to bid more. And the fact that North only replied 2 spades tells me that his hand wasn't so great. And indeed, it wasn't so great. Okay, so interesting hand. Let's, what are we going to do here? I kind of, yeah. So interesting. Ooh. Yeah, we 2 clubs and 2 diamonds to lose here, possibly. Interesting. All right, let's play ace. So East had 6-card heart suit, so West probably had 4 hearts. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to try and get West to make a mistake. What I'm worried about is that sorry, let's backtrack a second. So East opened 2 hearts, showing around about 6 to 10 points, something like that. And East has led the king of hearts. So we know East started with the king of hearts and the queen of hearts, and quite possibly the jack of hearts. So we know East has got at least 5 or 6 points in the heart suit. It doesn't leave a lot else. So it's quite likely that West has got the king of diamonds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play ace of clubs. Do I need to ruff a heart? No, let's play... actually, no, I can ruff a heart. Another club. Oh, king. Oh, I was surprised about that. What I was going to do, I was just going to play king of clubs and another club, giving West the lead and seeing if, I was going to try and tempt West into playing a spade, playing a diamond back to me. But East had the queen of clubs, so we can quickly abandon that idea and draw some trumps. Okay. Let's draw. So East has 6 hearts, 2 clubs. Let's draw another round of spades. Oh, that's annoying. So East almost certainly was 3 spades, 6 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 2 clubs. So unfortunately, West has got the king of diamonds for sure. So all we can really do I just can't. The diamond finesse just is not going to work. It's just not going to work. So I'm kind of stuck. You're saying, what am I worried about? Well, I've got 11 tricks, but I'm always trying to make more, of course, and it's just not going to work. So I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to hope West. It's just not working. No surprise. West had the king. Why was I so sure? Because East already had the king, queen of hearts, and the queen of clubs. She just wasn't going to have the king of diamonds for a start. Secondly, sorry, one sec. Secondly, we knew East had 6 hearts, 3 spades, and 2 clubs. So when she followed to the, when she played that second diamond, then that was her last diamond. So there was just 0 chance that the diamond finesse was going to work. Okay, maybe I could have done something more clever there. I'm not sure, but let's try hand 10. Lucky last. Lucky last. It's been our lucky day, that's for sure. 1 spade, so we pass here, just because we've got the opposition suit. 4 spades. Ooh. East has got a 6-card spade suit, so those spades look good, but we still might only have 1 spade trick, so I'm not going to double here. East is going to have a 6-card spade suit for sure. Oh, I don't really want to lead anything either. Q's talking about the last hand. Last hand, Jerry, if East had not opened, then we would have been 2 clubs, because 2-no trumps is 20 to 21 or 20 to 22, depending on your methods. 24 is too strong for a 2-no trump opening bid, so we would have started with 2 clubs. All right, this hand, what am I going to lead? I really don't want to lead anything, to be honest. I'm just going to lead a club because I think it's kind of safe. Oh, well, that was bonus. Rough. So East was void and diamonds. Okay, glad I didn't lead the ace of diamonds. Void and diamonds, okay. Oh, hang on, what happened there? Oh, what am I doing? East pitched a heart. I thought East roughed. East actually pitched a heart, and I let the Queen of Diamonds back. I was so busy being lucky that I messed that up. What am I doing? Man. Ah, that's annoying. King. All right, focus. I've made a mistake. Now I've just got to focus again. So it looks like East started with 6 spades, void and diamonds, 2 6 0 3 3 maybe. Maybe we just let East win the trick. Let West win the trick. Yeah, let's just let West win. Queen of clubs, all right. Now let's take the ace. King, jack, queen, 10, 9. Maybe we shouldn't. Queen, 10. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Let's play low. Queen, 10. I'm going to get thrown in here. I don't mind. 6. So now I can take my spades and exit with the diamond, giving the lead to East. Now I can sit and wait for our heart tricks. Heart trick. Well, there you go. I deserve that because I forgot to. I didn't rough. Maybe it made no difference. I don't know. Maybe I should have doubled. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. We are done for the night. Thank you, everybody. I'm not sure what was going on that last hand. It just shows you it doesn't matter how lucky you are. You've still got to concentrate. Never mind. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining in. As always, I will look forward to seeing you all next week. See you all. Bye-bye.